Alright guys, before this video starts, make sure to go check out the song I just dropped. I dropped it on YouTube, then I dropped it also on SoundCloud, and that will be in the description. And yeah, peace! Hey yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Dom or Damez back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a FiveM server. FiveM is a modded client for GTA with game mode, like custom servers that you can play on with like roleplay. You can do racing servers. There's a bunch of stuff. It's just a bunch of fun stuff. So if you're here, you probably already know what that is. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna be doing this through my VPS, my virtual private server. This is not needed. You can use things like Zap hosting, or if you just want a personal server, you can even host it home on your own computer if you have good internet. But I really don't recommend that. So I got my virtual private server from a website called FXServer.exe. I will link them in the description. They sell the best servers, and I'll link my specs down there too. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down in the description. You're going to want to download the Visual C++ redistributables in the 2019 or newer version. It says to download Git, but that's not needed. I'm going to teach you guys how to install it without that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your local drive. You're going to want to create, you can use any one of your drives. I'm just going to use my C drive. It's my main drive. You're going to want to create a folder called FXServer. In that folder, you're going to want to make another folder called server. Once you do this, you're going to want to go to this website. This will be the second link in the description. You're going to want to push the latest recommend, and this is going to download. You're going to want to make sure you have WinRAR or 7-zip. I recommend WinRAR. And then you're going to want to copy all of this stuff, and you're going to want to put it in that server folder. And once that's in here, you're going to want to X that out. You're going to want to go back to your Chrome. You're going to want to download. You're going to GitHub. This will be the second link in the description. You're going to want to download this. You're going to want to go to clone, download zip, unless you have the GitHub thing, then that doesn't really matter. But you're just going to want to go here. You're going to want to extract that. Let's make it look like this. All right, so you're going to want to first off, you're going to want to rename this folder. You're going to want to take the master and the dash at the end out of it so it looks just like this, and then you're going to want to drag this into your server location. And then once you guys are done with that, you're guys going to want to open back up Chrome, and you're going to want to, this is the server config. You're going to need this for your server. This is how everything's going to load up. This is where you're going to input your server key, which is the next step, where you're going to put a bunch of stuff, like where you add all your resources and stuff. So you're going to want to copy this. You're going to want to new text document server, and then change the thing at the end, CF to CFG, and then it'll change it. I recommend having Notepad++, but anything works, so it doesn't really matter. So just copy it exactly from the website and put it in here. And then don't close this. You can just file and save for now, but do not close this. Just minimize it for now. And the next step you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go to Keymaster.FiveM.net. This link will also be in the description. And you're gonna want to register. You want to click register. You're gonna want to name it your server. I'm gonna just do Damez for the tutorial, and you're gonna want to put the default IP 127. This is your local IP .0.0.1. Let's make sure that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. So that's the default IP. You're gonna want to pick which one you want. This doesn't really matter. This is just so for organization. I'm gonna click VPS because that's what I'm on. And what server provider am I using? I'm using NFO servers. And then, oh, you see mine. I'm just gonna blur that out there. That's my server. But you're gonna want to take this key right here, and you're gonna want to go into the config, and at the bottom it's gonna say license key for your server. you're going to want to replace where it says change me. You're going to want to delete that and paste your FiveM key into there. Alright, so what you're going to do next, this is not really needed. So if you want it so they have to have Steam open to be able to join your server, then by all means enable this, and you can go to search up on Google Steam API key, sign in, you can create an API key, and then you put it right there in between these quote marks, and then, but we don't really need that right now, so I'm just gonna comment that out, and to comment things out, you just put a hashtag in front of it, so it knows to skip over that line because it's not a line of code. Alright, so what the next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to customize some of this stuff right now. I'm gonna keep mine. I'm gonna put my slots at 2 because I don't really need anything. One sync enabled, false. If you want one sync, you have to subscribe to the FiveM Patreon, which I'll link in the description also. And you have to be a certain tier, and then you're able to have one sync, which just means everything will run better, run smoother, and then you must be between 1 and 32 slots if you don't have their Patreon. But if you're using a Patreon level that has one sync, you can go up to 64 slots or even higher depending on what the tier is. It'll say it all on their Patreon. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is, this is the server host name is what's going to pop up on the FiveM launcher. So I'm just going to name this Damez Video Tutorial. Might have spelled that wrong, but who the hell cares? Alright, next this is where you change your logo. You can change your logo. What you basically do is it has to be in a PNG file, and the dimensions for it is 96 by 96, and you drag it into this folder, into like this main folder, and then you type the name of the file right here, and you uncomment it, and then it'll be all set. But after that, this is pretty all set for now, so you're just gonna save that. And so the next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go to make new. Let's just make it a text document for now, and just make it startup.bat, and then change that to a bat file, a BAT, and click yes. Alright, sorry, we're back, guys. So I made a mistake. So what you're going to do with that server.config that you put in this folder, you're going to want to go and you're going to want to put it in this CFX-SERVER-DATA folder, and you're just going to put it right in here. And then once you're done with that, you're going to want to I'm going to teach you how to make this. You're going to make a thing called startup, and then change the end of it to .bat, and then you're going to want to push edit. And you're going to want to copy exactly what this says, but if you're using a different like drive on your computer, change it to the corresponding letter of the drive you're using. I'm using my C drive, so I'm just going to keep it C like this, and if you guys need this, I'll leave this in the description as well. So once you're done with that, you save it. I didn't need to save mine because I didn't change anything, but you want to file and save, and then you want to open it. And basically what this is doing, this is starting your server. So once everything loads and it says authenticated, your server is up, and we can go test it. I'll be right back, and then we'll test the server. Alright guys, we're back on FiveM, and right now, since your server is just basic and you haven't changed anything yet, and I'll go over how to change everything and set up a bunch of stuff for like RP servers and a bunch of other servers. I'll set that up in other videos, and how to connect to the database. I'll do that in another video. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to tap F8 on your keyboard. You're going to type connect, and then you're going to want to paste the IP of the computer that your thing is running on. So if you're using Zap hosting or something like that, it should say it on the website somewhere. I've never used Zap hosting, but it should say it on the website. If you're using your own computer, you just use your IP. And if you're using a VPS, you open Chrome and you Google your IP and you use that IP. So let's just make sure this works. Connect queue, it's downloading content, everything's downloading, everything's getting all ready. This stuff will not be here for you guys. This is just stuff I've already have preloaded into my server. Your thing will just be blank. This is my server if you guys want to join my server. But everything will be blank for you, and you'll have nothing on your server. But if you want to add stuff, I'll teach you guys how to do the next video. That was just to test if it worked. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a like and comment on the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. isn't a game, only eating off the cloud, taking all left on my plate. It's insane how you treat someone with real affection. Got me thinking, my mind spinning in different directions. This isn't some new shit, that's the way I view it. All girls wanna do is act clueless and then assume shit. If you think I'm wrong, then you can go and prove it. Pass the mic to